Stop. Before you scroll past this video, I need you to watch the first 60 seconds because what I'm about to share changed the lives of hundreds of my patients over 50, and it is completely free. It takes less than 10 minutes, and you can do it in your pajamas. I'm Dr. Romalia, and today I'm going to show you the one exercise, not 10, not a full routine, the one movement that every woman over 50 needs to do each morning to naturally reset her hormones, reduce belly fat, stop the fatigue, and feel human again before 9 a.m. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dr. Romalia, I've tried everything. Yoga, walking, those TikTok workouts that left me more exhausted than before. I hear you. But here's what nobody is telling you. You don't have a motivation problem. You have a cortisol problem, and this one morning movement fixes it. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why your body feels the way it does after 50, what is actually happening to your hormones, and how this single exercise works on a biological level to reset everything. Let's go. Let me paint a picture. You wake up in the morning, and before you even get out of bed, you already feel tired. Your joints are stiff. There's that familiar weight around your midsection that wasn't there 10 years ago. Your mood is unpredictable. You're fine 1 minute, overwhelmed the next. And no matter how much you sleep, you never feel rested. Sound familiar? Here's the truth, and I say this as a doctor who has worked with women's health for over 15 years. What you are experiencing is not weakness, it is biology. After the age of 50, 3 massive hormonal shifts happen simultaneously in a woman's body. Number 1, estrogen drops. Estrogen isn't just a reproductive hormone. It regulates your mood, your energy, your sleep, your bone density, and your metabolism. When it drops, and it drops fast after 50, your body goes into a kind of controlled chaos. According to research published in the Menopause journal, this estrogen decline directly disrupts your circadian rhythm, meaning your body literally doesn't know when to feel awake or tired anymore. Number 2, cortisol dysregulation. Cortisol is your stress hormone. In a healthy system, cortisol peaks in the morning to wake you up and drops by evening to let you sleep. But here's what happens after 50. The hormonal imbalance caused by estrogen loss causes cortisol to spike at the wrong times. You're wired at 11 p.m. and exhausted at 11 a.m. A 2020 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that women over 50 who don't engage in morning physical activity show chronically elevated evening cortisol, which directly leads to poor sleep, anxiety, and yes, that stubborn belly fat that nothing seems to touch. Number 3. Insulin sensitivity decreases. This is the silent one. Most women over 50 don't know that hormonal changes directly impair how well your cells respond to insulin. This means your body stores fat more efficiently and burns it less efficiently. The NIH found that postmenopausal women experience a 29% drop in insulin sensitivity if they remain sedentary in the mornings. Now here's the critical question. What can you do about all 3 of these at once? The answer is one exercise, and it's not what you think. Before I show you the exercise, I want to share something personal. I deal with hundreds of women in my practice, women who come in exhausted, frustrated, and honestly, feeling invisible. Society tells women over 50 that slowing down is normal, that the fatigue is just aging, that the weight gain is inevitable. I refuse to accept that, and the research refuses to accept it too. One of my patients, I'll call her Sarah, came to me at 54 after her doctor told her, "Your blood work is fine, this is just menopause." She was gaining weight despite eating less. She couldn't sleep. She felt anxious constantly. I gave her one instruction: do this one exercise every morning for 30 days. Nothing else. By week 2, she was sleeping better. By week 4, she had lost 4 inches from her waist, not from dieting, from hormonal reset. By week 8, her cortisol markers improved significantly on her follow-up labs. The exercise I'm about to share with you is what I call the hormonal reset flow. It combines 3 scientifically validated movement principles into one simple morning practice, and it takes less than 10 minutes. All right, let me walk you through this. You're going to need nothing. No equipment, no gym, no mat required if you don't have one, just your body and the floor. The hormonal reset flow has 3 components. The first movement is called spinal awakening, and science calls it cat-cow in yoga. But what I want you to understand is why it works hormonally. Your vagus nerve, which is the master regulator of your parasympathetic nervous system, runs along your spine. When you gently mobilize your spine with rhythmic breathing in the morning, you directly activate the vagus nerve. Harvard Health research published in 2022 confirms that vagus nerve activation suppresses cortisol production and initiates what neuroscientists call the rest and digest response, the opposite of the fight or flight mode that most women over 50 are stuck in chronically. Here's how to do it. Get on your hands and knees, or if that's uncomfortable, sit in a chair and simply arch and round your back gently. Inhale, let your belly drop, lift your head and tailbone up. Exhale, round your spine toward the ceiling, tuck your chin. Move slowly. This is not exercise for sweating. This is exercise for resetting. Repeat this 8 to 10 times with your eyes closed if possible. As you do this, your vagus nerve is being stimulated. Your cortisol is beginning to normalize. Your nervous system is shifting from alarm mode to morning mode. This takes approximately 90 seconds. Component 2 is what I call lymphatic activation. Now, I know that sounds clinical. Let me make it simple. Your lymphatic system is your body's built-in detox network. Unlike your cardiovascular system, the lymphatic system has no pump. It relies entirely on movement to circulate. After a night of sleep, it is essentially stagnant. Why does this matter for hormones? Because your lymphatic system is responsible for clearing excess estrogen metabolites from your body. When it's sluggish, and it is sluggish in most women over 50 who are sedentary, these estrogen metabolites recirculate and cause hormonal imbalance symptoms: bloating, mood swings, brain fog, breast tenderness. A 2019 study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that just 5 minutes of gentle, rhythmic movement in the morning significantly improves lymphatic circulation in women over 50. Here's how to do it. Option A. Stand with feet shoulder width apart and gently bounce on your heels. Not jumping, just a light rhythmic up and down, like you're very gently shaking your whole body. Keep your arms loose. Option B. If standing is difficult, sit and gently tap your thighs with open palms, alternating while rolling your shoulders in circles. Do this for 60 to 90 seconds. You will feel slightly warm. You might feel a tingling in your limbs. That is lymphatic fluid moving. That is excess cortisol and estrogen byproducts being cleared from your tissues. This is not dramatic. It's not intense, but it is profound on a cellular level. This is the component most women resist, but it is the most powerful one for belly fat and blood sugar control. I call it the morning squat pulse. Here's the science in plain English. Your muscles are the largest consumer of glucose in your body. When you activate your leg muscles, the biggest muscles you have, first thing in the morning, you force them to pull glucose out of your bloodstream. This improves insulin sensitivity immediately. The NIH's 2023 research brief found that women over 50 who perform lower body resistance movement within 30 minutes of waking show measurably lower fasting insulin levels throughout the day, meaning their bodies are storing less fat and burning more. Here's how to do it. Stand with feet slightly wider than hip width, toes slightly turned out. Lower into a gentle squat. only as far as is comfortable for your knees. You are not going low to the ground. You are going to the point where you feel your glutes and thighs engage. Now here's the pulse part. Hold at the bottom and gently pulse. Tiny up and down movements, just an inch or two. Count 10 pulses. Rise up slowly. Rest 10 seconds. Repeat 3 to 5 times. That's it. That is 2 minutes of movement that tells your body's insulin receptors to open up and get to work. If squats hurt your knees, sit in a chair, stand up slowly, sit back down, and repeat. The movement of standing and sitting activates the same muscle groups. It is called a chair squat, and it works identically. So let me give you the complete morning sequence. Step 1, spinal awakening, cat-cow breath. 90 seconds. Activates vagus nerve, normalizes cortisol. Step 2, lymphatic activation, gentle bounce shake. 60 to 90 seconds. Clears excess estrogen, reduces bloating and brain fog. Step 3, morning squat pulse. 2 minutes. Resets insulin sensitivity, targets belly fat accumulation. Total time, under 6 minutes. Do this before coffee, before your phone, before anything. Your hormones reset in real time during this window. Now I want to explain one more critical piece of this, because I know some of you are thinking, can I just do this later in the day? And the answer is, you can, but it will not have the same effect. Here's why. There is a 30-minute window after you wake up. Researchers call it the cortisol awakening response, or CAR. During this window, cortisol naturally spikes to its highest level of the day. This is normal and healthy. But, and this is crucial, if you do not engage your body physically during this window, that cortisol spike has no productive outlet. Instead of energizing you, it turns inflammatory. It signals your body to hold fat, particularly around the abdomen. It dysregulates your blood sugar before you've even had breakfast. A 2020 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism showed that women who performed even minimal physical movement during the cortisol awakening response showed 34% better cortisol regulation by evening, meaning they slept better, felt calmer, and had fewer mood disruptions throughout the entire day. Morning is not just convenient. Morning is biological. Your body is waiting every single morning for a signal. The hormonal reset flow gives it that signal. And once you give it consistently for 2 to 3 weeks, your entire hormonal rhythm begins to stabilize. Let me answer the questions I know are in your mind right now. Dr. Romalia, I have bad knees. Can I still do this? Yes. Every component has a seated or low impact modification. The biology doesn't change, only the delivery. Chair squats, seated shoulder rolls, and seated spinal movements all activate the same systems. What if I miss a morning? You start again the next morning. One missed day does not erase progress. Hormonal reset is cumulative. Just come back. How long until I feel a difference? Based on what I see in my practice, most women feel a noticeable shift in energy and mood within 7 to 14 days. Sleep improvement often comes first. Waist measurements typically shift within 3 to 4 weeks if combined with reasonable nutrition. Do I need to add anything else? Not to start. Master this one habit first. Once this is automatic, then we can talk about what layers to add. I actually have a full video on morning nutrition for hormonal balance. I'll link it at the end of this video. But for now, this is your only job. Women over 50 are not declining. They are transforming. And your biology, when properly supported, is incredibly responsive to the right signals. The hormonal reset flow is that signal. 6 minutes every morning. That's the prescription. Now, I have a request for you. First, if this video helped you, if something clicked, if something made sense that never made sense before, please hit that subscribe button right now, because I release new science-based health videos for women over 50 every single week, and I do not want you to miss what's coming. Second, down in the comments, I want to hear from you. Tell me, which of the 3 steps are you going to start with tomorrow morning? Step 1, step 2, or step 3? Just drop the number. Your commitment in the comments makes it real. I read every single one. Third, if you know a woman over 50 who is struggling with fatigue, weight gain, or hormonal symptoms, please share this video with her. Not because I want the views, because she deserves to know this information exists, because nobody told her either. And finally, I have a full playlist right here on my channel specifically for women over 50. Hormone nutrition, sleep reset protocols, anti-inflammatory eating guides. It's all there and it's all free. I am Dr. Romalia. I deal with real women, real health, and real solutions. Take care of yourself this morning. You are worth 6 minutes. I'll see you in the next video.